Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Colleen Klimczak. I'm an organizational and productivity coach and a certified professional organizer. I own Peace of Mind Professional Organizing, LLC. Since 2003, I've been helping my clients live better lives through organizing and organizational and productivity coaching. I support my clients and my community with coaching, in-person and virtual organizing, my weekly podcast called Your Organized Life with Colleen Klimczak, a free weekly virtual productivity session called Finish Line Friday, a free weekly email newsletter, and regular content on Facebook and Instagram. I also offer presentations and professional development to groups and companies. And coming soon, I'll be launching a membership circle to support my community with even more coaching and productivity content. Want to finish strong this week? Join me for Finish Line Friday every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central for a 2-hour productivity session. Drop me an email at colleen@peaceofmindpo.com to request my Zoom room link, or follow the Zoom room link on my Instagram or Facebook pages. Welcome to Your Organized Life, episode 180. So I am starting a You Asked, Let's Talk About It series. It will be real life answers to your tough questions and my tough questions and questions in general. And those questions can be about energy and change and productivity and organizing and mental health, all of those things. So I get a lot of questions from my listeners and my subscribers, and I would like to answer them. So there we go. And if you have a question, please share. So today's episode tackles a topic that has come up recently in coaching calls, and that is about a reset. So I love a good Sunday night reset. I started to write this article, an episode, on a Monday morning, and I have to laugh. I was thinking about this topic and others yesterday, and when I would take a break and distract myself with my phone, there were many videos of people completing their Sunday night resets on social media. On the other hand, I saw a video a few weeks ago of a person who seemed to be shaming a Sunday night reset, saying she didn't believe in resets because she is so on top of her home management and cleans so often that she doesn't need one, which to me sounds like a perpetual reset. But I digress. So first of all, there will be no shaming here, not even of the person who did the other shaming, and that will be ever. Never, ever will we. What always will be here is invitations for perspective shifts, sharing of ideas and suggestions to help us find more peace of mind while living productive lives. So I obviously am in the Create a Simple Reset for Yourself camp to support peace of mind and decrease stress and anxiety, making it so simple that you and I can manage it even on low energy days or on really frantic days when we have little time to implement things and certainly no time to think about what needs to be done. Most of the people I know live their lives, we do our best, and we work through our own personal joys and struggles every day. We use our homes and our clothes and our stuff and our dishes and our toys, and things may get disorganized at a faster pace than we can keep up. Or that disorganization happens in the midst of busy days that don't have flexibility in them for catching up. So enter a reset. So what is a reset? Per brainflow.com, because they said it better than I could, I quote, "A Sunday reset is a weekly ritual where you prepare your environment, your schedule, and yourself for the week ahead. It is part cleaning, part planning, and part self-care. The goal is to close out the current week properly and set yourself up so the coming week feels manageable rather than overwhelming." I mean, that sounds pretty great, right? I think so. This concept of a reset satisfies my hopes for you and for me. a more organized life, a less stressed life, a more productive life with more peace of mind and less hassle. Sounds pretty good, right? I thought so. So a reset restores order physically and mentally after a busy week and prepares us for the week ahead, or honestly, whenever you need it, and we'll get to that. It really depends on how you want to think about it. A good friend of mine has 2 kids that are the same age as my youngest son, and when they were all much younger, she would say she needed to do her Sunday basket. And for her, that was planning for the week, paper management for the kids' school and schoolwork, packing lunches, paying bills, tidying up, etc. And she was very protective of that vitally important time on a Sunday for herself and her family. For me, I have a Sunday night reset, but I also do like a mini reset on Thursday or Friday. And this is a personal choice. Maybe yours is more often or less often. My resets coincide with transition times in my week. Sunday nights are an obvious choice. I will spend about an hour total taking care of our physical space. That hour total is spent tidying up each room, collecting laundry and items that have migrated around the house and putting them back where they belong, emptying the trash and the recycling, probably a quick vacuum, starting laundry or putting away laundry, running the dishwasher. All of these tasks help me and my household feel ready for the work week ahead. The Thursday and Friday, the little mini reset, Thursday or Friday, is the same set of tasks and for the same reasons, but those are to recover from the busy week and get ready for the weekend. Again, this is my routine for these habits. You are welcome and encouraged to create your own. We also tend to travel a lot on summer weekends to spend time with family in other states. And my resets then intentionally coincide with packing and prep on the before, and then returning home and unpacking on the after. Because you guessed it, my reset tasks are also our get ready to leave for the weekend tasks and our return home tasks. Yep, same list. So I have written before about getting back to ready, especially in the context of returning home after travel or returning to a more normal week after an especially busy week or season of life. So back to ready is what I've always called it, but these days, at least on social media, it's called a reset. There are also planning tasks attached to my resets, like meal planning, looking at the weather and the calendar, and getting my bags ready for presentations. So let's get specific, right? What is part of a reset? What is on the list? I'm going to talk through my list. You can make your own. These are just suggestions. If you are interested in creating a reset and also a reset habit, we start with the basics. The basics are always going to be the basics. That is why they're the basics. So a reset for our environment is really being organized on the big 3. And those big 3 are clothes and laundry, kitchen and dishes, and trash and recycling. And being organized on the big 3 can cure so many ills in our homes. There are higher level tasks, of course, there always will be, but checking in a few times a week on those big 3, clothes, kitchen, and trash and recycling, will keep your home life flowing smoothly and help you feel prepared for life. Maybe you have pets, maybe you have little kids, maybe you're working on big projects and your list is more complex. I get it. Totally fine. Like I said, we'll just start with the first. Basics, big 3. The list remains the same no matter what. But some days I am pleasantly surprised to find that some tasks are already complete and I can move on to the next. But I always assume I need to do them all and I start there. So what's on your list for your environment? For our physical environment, I already mentioned and therefore suggest tidied up physical spaces, surfaces wiped down, trash and recycling out, laundry in progress and clean laundry put away, kitchen sink is clear, dishwasher's running if you need to, maybe a grocery order and some meal planning. And I always like to make sure that the front door and the back door is tidied up, right? I like to put the shoes away and hang up extra outerwear back in the coat closet, that kind of thing. And then what about our mental environment, right? So physical environment is one thing, but what are the tasks that could be on your reset list that will also help with your mental environment? And those could be reviewing this week's schedule or this week's forecast, bill paying, setting up your errand running and ready to go, maybe planning outfits for yourself or for your children. So that's what's on the list. Next up, how often do we need a reset? And when? So if you like the idea of a Sunday reset, go for it. Do you prefer a random Tuesday morning? Also, cool. Go for it. Whenever it is for you, go for it, right? Even if it's not on a Sunday. So just make sure that you have it in some form, that you have that check-in opportunity once in a while, Sunday or not. The point is not necessarily the when. The point is that you do it, not when you do it. So consider what is right for you. When my kids were small and in school, my Sunday reset was a Monday morning reset after everybody was out of the house, right? So make it your own. Another question for you could be, who should be involved? So maybe there's other people in your home. Maybe there's other, people that need to be considered in that Sunday night reset. Again, make it your own. So I'm going to use my reset for an example, just to illustrate the issue here. So for me, a reset is resetting all the different systems in my home, collecting laundry and clutter and trash, dealing with each. Maybe it's checking out the grocery situation and ordering groceries, or making the menu plan for the week. Often it includes resetting my schedule and recalibrating my to-do list for the week based on the time I have available this week, so that no one day feels completely overwhelming. When all my kids still lived at home, we might have had a family meeting to talk through the week, to look at who needed to be where when, and also talk about how to make all of that happen. So, my suggestion this week is for you to work on your own Sunday reset, Sunday or not. To sum up, a Sunday reset is a weekly ritual where you prepare your environment, your schedule, and yourself for the week ahead. It's part cleaning, part planning, part self-care. And the goal is to close out the current week properly and set yourself up so the coming week feels manageable rather than overwhelming. We all need a reset sometimes. Creating a standard reset for our physical and mental environments sets us up to succeed from week to week. Create your list now so that it's ready when you need it. And keep in mind, a Sunday reset doesn't actually have to be on Sunday and can even be more than once a week, if that helps. To support whatever it is we need to get done without the expense of our own energy and focus is what productivity coaching is all about. If it's time to talk about a Sunday reset or invest in yourself and explore coaching for organizing and productivity, I would love to hear from you. Drop me a line via email at colleen@peaceofmindpo.com or message me through my social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Thank you so much, and talk to you next week.